Hi, I'm Ellie from crystallinks.com. Today is Thursday, January 8th, 2026. Politics is something that most people only peripherally paid attention to in the decades before, but ever since Trump came into the picture with his first administration, and now he is in the second year of his second administration, almost the second year. Um, it's just chaotic. It's just unbelievable. People just sit and go, no, this is going to right itself. Things are going to get better. They just can't stay at this level of insanity. Um, I blogged what I needed to say about him, but this morning I just sat down and I wrote this blog, and I was going to sort of memorize, but then I feel the best way to present it is just to read it. So this is my take on what's going on, not just with Trump, but just everything, the whole city and country and everything, probably out in the universe too, where we don't know what's going on out there. This is what I wrote. The emotional state of a country is a reflection of its leadership. On the other hand, the leadership of a country is a reflection of the collective consciousness of its people. Meaning, if people elect a president, whether it's by coercion or some people like to have a dictator. It's like this strong male figure that they really need to rethink that. But if the people have emotional problems, if their systems are broken, they're going to elect a president who personifies that level of dysfunctionality. Okay. Emotionally, the human experiment appears to be burning itself out, blurring the lines between stability and collapse. Uh, is this country going to collapse? Is democracy going to end? There's so many things that feel that they're going to end now. You don't know which way to turn. Is it democracy? Is it the human experiment? Is it the um, uh, climate change? What is it? It's something that just seems to be broken and showing us, and so being that broken, how broken everything is in this reality. It is a physical reality, which means it's bipolar. You're north and you're south, always trying to find their way back together again. And let me just continue with this. Is it going to collapse? Is what I had written. And in my opinion, the whole simulation of what we live in is going to just like fade out of existence, okay? Collapse. It's in the process of collapsing, actually. When you look at the climate change and you look at society and politics and everything, really, it's collapsing, it's broken. Okay. Now, this leaves people tired, burnt out. In this moment of exhaustion, reaction has overtaken reflection, and urgency has replaced wisdom. Societies oscillate between control and chaos, searching for balance while amplifying the very forces that destabilize them. What emerges is not merely political disorder, but an emotional one where fear, resentment, disillusionment circulate faster than understanding. That means people really are burning out. They can't watch it anymore. They're not interested in anymore, and just let life happen. Um, it's striking how Trump and the orbit around him continue to dominate the public stage, monopolizing attention every day, resources every day, and looking for more, and even the emotional bandwidth of everyday life. People, I mean, this refers to the fact that even within families, I like him, I hate him, he's good for the country, he's bad for the country. This is of major concern. The sheer volume of noise, statements, counter statements, crises, and manufactured outrage can make reality itself seem distorted, which it does appear a bit distorted, as if events are unfolding less for resolution and more for perpetual spectacle. What that tells me is that perpetual spectacle means Trump is going to be out there every day. And if anyone takes the limelight away from him, okay, He's going to do something else. And he also, his definition is delays, diversions, or distortions, whatever D word you want to use. And in recent weeks, the Epstein files have come out, and for some reason, he wanted them not to come out. And this is another. Some people see even this invasion of Venezuela a diversion from the Epstein files, but I think there's layers and layers and layers behind the scenes we'll never know about. We don't know who is telling Trump what to do. We don't know what's going on with, you want to call them conspiracy theories, you want to call them a new world order, however you see it. But you and I, who are just the average person who get our information from the news or people we talk to or people we listen to, uh, we're never going to get the whole story because it's that many layers thick. Now, what's happening with all of this is people are burning out. It, it's fatigue. It's a quiet fatigue, an impulse to disengage, step back, okay, and projects one's peace unless consequences land directly on their doorstep. Meaning, yesterday, he has ICE, and ICE goes around collecting all these illegal immigrants, but due process isn't being had. People are being arrested, deported. God knows what else is happening to them, put in these little makeshift areas, all because Trump wants to rule the world, actually. It's really very simple. He wants to take over. He's doing Venezuela. He wanted Canada. Canada said no way. He wanted Greenland this way for me. East is this way. He wanted Greenland. He's still making all these little, like, I could do it peacefully. I could do it non-peacefully. It's like this is about natural resources. This is about who knows what. It's power, it's money, it's whatever. So he went south and he started with Venezuela. And it wasn't just this weekend when he went in. It's been going on for months and months and months. And a plan was drawn up. And Trump has decided, and he has bluntly said so. Now he doesn't beat around the bush. He has bluntly said, I am going to rule Venezuela. He can't even rule the United States, as most of us know. So many people are suffering. The rich are getting richer. The poor are really in bad shape. Most of all, medical insurance has been taken away from millions of people. What are they supposed to do? This is really horrible. Okay, but this is what the fatigue is about. Um, Now, this withdrawal isn't necessarily apathy. This is the withdrawal from the whole Trump thing. It isn't necessarily apathy so much as self-preservation, meaning I can't take any more. When power consolidates and narrates repeated and narratives repeat endlessly, it becomes hard to tell whether staying plugged in leads to understanding or simply reinforces the cycle. Walking away, even temporarily, can feel like the only way to claim perspective. True. uh, to let events play out without being consumed by them, while remaining aware that what feels distant today has a way of eventually touching everyone in some form. There are those who are Trump people. They will always do and say whatever he wants. They think he is either a messiah or a dictator or whatever. Not that he's not a drug lord, but we do not know, as citizens, we do not know what he's doing behind the scenes, who he's doing it with. And all we can do is just sit there until we reach, okay, political fatigue. And when we reach political fatigue, then we pause and we say, I've had enough. And we leave it to politicians who are so disjointed. The Democratic Party is, let's just call it a mess, okay? They don't have any strong leadership, but I guess they're not supposed to. The Republicans, They'll do anything Trump says. We all know this. I don't want to repeat it, but at the end of the day, everyone's tired of everything. Okay. They're tired of poor behavior from family, friends, neighbors, coworkers. They're tired of everything. Right now, we're having the largest flu epidemic that the United States has ever seen. So they're tired of being sick. Sick wears you down, not just physically, it wears you down emotionally and spiritually. Well, all I can tell you is if you want to follow Trump, and you still have the strength and perseverance to play the emotional games that keeps them in power, that keeps the emotional reality that we're in, it keeps its wheels in motion, go for it. If you're like me, I watch it peripherally. I get asked by certain people here and there, what do you think is going to be the outcome of this and outcome of that? And that's because I'm a psychic. But honestly, if I wasn't a psychic, if I didn't blog, I would maybe read a headline every day, like, okay, this says, and then well, actually, that's all I do. And then I would just go, I can't take this anymore. I mean, what terrible thing is going to happen next? Some lady I live in New York, in Brooklyn, but on the Upper East Side of New York, some lady was interviewed the other day, and she just says, every day I wake up to discover something else he's done that really hurts people. Sad, yes, but I'm not the person who's going to change all of this. Reality's going to change it. The simulation's going to change it. And otherwise, who knows? And with the political games now that he's playing with Venezuela, taking them to Cuba and all the other countries I mentioned, uh, I don't even know what he's after anymore. Does he want Cuba? Okay, if he wants Cuba, but I think he's got a little bit of Putin. Putin wants all of Europe. I think if he can't go north and he can't go east, I think he's going to go south and start looking at Colombia and to take over other things. But before he does that, he really needs to stop and realize he can't run this country. So good luck with the rest because these things don't ever have a happy ending. On that note, I say thank you for listening.